Okay, today is July the 3rd, 2018, and right now we're looking at the National Hurricane Center map. Hurricane Fabio has strengthened overnight to Category 2 status. We can see that the sustained winds are now at 110 miles per hour. The central pressure has dropped to 964 millibar, and we have a west-northwest movement at 15 miles per hour. And Fabio will continue in a sort of a west-northwest direction over the next several days. All right, let's take a look at the next map here. This is the surface analysis map for the west coast. We can see those two lows. We've got one up here, which is still in place, and then one down here. This has moved up from the Colorado River, Arizona border area. That's moved a little bit. But still, we've got low pressure in this area at the surface level, and a big trough here, and one right over California. And yet we're being told that by Friday and Saturday, we're going to see 109 to 111 degree temperatures baking the Southern California area. Now, the San Fernando and San Gabriel valleys are expecting the hottest temperatures, which will be hotter than the Palm Springs and the Anza Borrego Desert area, which is really unbelievable. But that's what's happening. So the terrorists that are controlling our weather have engineered a heat wave for this weekend. Now, if we look at the East Pacific surface analysis map, we can see that we've got high pressure installed out here. This is 1,040 millibar high right there, which is blocking the incoming weather. Also, we've got a low indicated here, which is dropping down. We'll take a look at that here in a second, but we've got lows all over the place here, and yet we're being told to expect 109 to 111 degree weather by this weekend. All right, so here is the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and we can see Hurricane Fabio right here, Category 2 hurricane. This has an eye wall now. And this is the remnants of Emilia. Some of this moisture is moving towards Southern California. But notice this rectangular shape here. This is an area of high pressure that's been installed to prevent the moisture from this hurricane from getting anywhere near the Baja California area or the southwest U.S. North of Hawaii, we see some counterclockwise rotation right here, just north of the islands. This is a weather system that's being squashed out. But the bigger story is the heat wave that's going to be engineered. Let's look at the jet stream right here. We've got jet stream flow right here, which is moving into California. Now, last night we saw this area starting to fill out. There's a transmitter right on top of this moisture field. This jet stream moisture is being evaporated right here. We can see that. And that's why there's a void in this river of moisture moving right through Oregon and California. And we can see manipulation right here. There's actually a bow in the jet stream where the moisture is being evaporated in this area. This should be delivering cool, cloudy conditions to the Northern California area. There's a fire just north of Sacramento, which started over the weekend on Saturday near Napa. And that's now burning out of control in hot weather. So we've got rain opportunities in a low pressure system right here adjacent to the jet stream, moving right towards California. And yet we see all this manipulation up here. And to the south we have a hurricane. We've got moisture from this thing trying to move in, and all that's being blocked. And we're being told that there's going to be a heat wave. Now look at this cutout right here. This is a rectangular cutout. That's not natural. That's a transmitter-generated high-pressure zone, which is blocking all this moisture from moving into the southwest. Notice what's happening here. This is all being blocked and moved and barred from getting anywhere near Arizona. New Mexico is seeing some moisture, but in thunderstorms it looks like, but it's probably being sprayed over. I don't have the map up, but the Modus Today map. I'm just doing a quick update here today. Let's take a look next at the infrared map. And we can see some precipitation. It looks like some weather right here moving right into New Mexico. And depending on the chemtrail spraying, that would determine if they're getting any precipitation or if they're just receiving a lot of chemtrail aerosols, which cap the atmosphere and prevent the lift necessary for precipitation. Now notice also here on the jet stream, we've got a huge area of moisture. This is that low pressure system moving right into Oregon, and that should be dropping down into California, but that's being prevented by these highs that are being engineered over our area. Now looking at the southwest water vapor map, we can see that we have approaching moisture right down here from Emilia. This is the remnants. Some of that is moving right towards our area. Now if this keeps up, if this continues, we've got a no rain forecast. So what does that mean? That means we're going to see some jets up spraying over this moisture field to ensure that there's no precipitation. And we can see some thunderstorm activity right here towards the end of the loop, moving into the New Mexico area. Okay, next let's look at the southwest infrared map. Okay, let's take a look next at the East Pacific water vapor loop. We can see that Hurricane Fabio and the strange rectangular imprint that this transmitter is leaving, and that is forcing this hurricane to move in a west-northwest direction. And we can see an area of high pressure has been installed in this area. Everything's moving clockwise. And we can still see out here, this was the center of Emilia, which has been prevented from rebuilding. That has been squashed out. We can see there's really nothing left, no rotation. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on things. Let's take a look at the pressure maps. We should be receiving cool weather this weekend, not 110-degree temperatures. Notice the jet stream map. We've got flow right into Oregon and California. This area of this high that's been engineered over that jet stream flow has evaporated the moisture and actually pushed this jet stream to the north. So that is preventing cool, potentially damp conditions for the northern part of the state. At the surface level, we see a low right over, we've got Colorado, or rather, what is this here? We've got Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado right here, a low right over that. And so we've got a lot of jaggies, a lot of squiggly lines. That indicates manipulation by these transmitters. So we've got that surface low right there. Let's look at the 500 millibar map. And we see the jaggy lines once again, squiggly lines right here at the area where we're seeing a lot of manipulation. And we've got moisture trying to move in, and that's being blocked and prevented from moving into California and Arizona. And so we see a lot of, this is totally unnatural, by the way, these jaggy lines. They should all be completely smooth and flowing, and they're not. That indicates turbulent activity at the 18,000 foot level, the 500 millibar level. So let's go ahead now and look at the 300 millibar chart. And we see the same problem here. All through here we have these jaggy little lines. That indicates manipulation. So high pressure is being installed in time to build high pressure and hot, very hot temperatures for this weekend. And that will block any moisture coming in from the south. We've got this huge upper level low right here. Let's go back to the big map and take a look at that. We've got something here, and we've got something out here. And those are going to be blocked. And we've got moisture down here. All this moisture over Mexico is being blocked by this cutout here. This is a satellite transmitter, probably microwave. A phased array type antenna will leave these sorts of imprints that type of transmitter, you can steer the beam and create these shapes, these imprints, which evaporate the water vapor. So we've got a sort of a rectangular cutout here. We've got manipulation right here over Mexico, and that's causing clockwise rotation. And so we've got a lot of manipulation going on, and we've got a heat wave on the way, completely manufactured heat wave. And instead we should be having cool temperatures and possibly some rain to help with that fire up in the northern, just north of Sacramento. Okay, so that's it. We'll just leave it right here and do another update soon. That's it.